welcome to Frostland Survivor Man. I'm the Frostman, and with me once again is your favorite Subaru pilot and mine, Joey.
How you doing today, Frostman?
We've owed you a video for a while, but the problem was we just couldn't get our schedules to mesh. November fell on us really fast here.
Yes, it turned fall real quick, and there was tons of stuff to do, and before you know it, 2-3 weeks are behind you. And but we're back here getting a video going. We got to finish up these projects before the snow comes.
Before the snow comes, what happened last night?
Not where I'm at, but real close, just south of where we're at. They got 2-3 inches.
And this northeast Wisconsin, it can happen at any moment. So behind us here, you can see these T-posts.
Straight lines?
The T-posts are running north and south, Joey.
Yes.
And the T-posts run north and south because this is where the county puts up snow fence. And the county puts the snow fence in the fields, running north and south, along the north and south running highway. So this is Highway 42,
okay,
that runs into Kewaunee, and this was coming out to find this spot this was the perfect spot. This is the perfect object lesson to do this.
Right.
Because we got a lot of comments. Where does it go and why does it go there? Especially, thank you, Chris, for commenting. Where does it go and why does it go there? Because that's important for us to explain. So any place where your driveway runs north and south, it's going to drift. Why is it going to drift if it runs north and south?
Because the winds come from the west.
Talk louder, Joe.
Because the winds come from the west.
The wind out here comes from the west, and there is nothing to block it. So I don't have a lot of north and south running driveway. You've driven down my driveway many times.
Correct.
Most of it runs east and west, but there is the turn that goes into the garage, and that's where it drifts up. So that's what we're trying to prevent by putting the snow fence there.
That way you don't have to shovel every time you want to leave your garage.
Gracious me, for the first couple of years that I lived here and didn't have snow fence up, that was a recurring issue over and over and over.
Yep, you don't want to have to give yourself that extra half an hour every morning in the cold.
My plan was today to just build the fence and then film us putting it up. We can't do that because we still have one panel left to build.
Correct.
So we'll do the speedy video.
Yep.
Of us building the last panel, and then we'll put the fence up. What do you think?
We got some practice last time. It'll go a lot quicker this time.
And then hang on till the end of the episode because we got something really special for everybody. You're gonna want to see this. You're gonna want to know what it is. So hang on till the end of the video.
All right, let's get our hands dirty.
Fourth time's the charm.
Fourth time's the charm. This one went a lot quicker.
See how quickly we did that?
Knew what was going on and just cranked it together.
Well, and what's really cool is I think that it's nifty that these were trees. We brought them home. Now they're going to be functional snow fence in our own yard.
Yeah, from tree to functioning.
And not everybody has trees. Not everybody has a sawmill to make their own stuff, but you know what's really easy to build these out of is pallets. And you don't even have to take them apart. You just got to buy T-posts, stand the pallets up, and it works great. So we're going to go over north to south, how it works, why it works, and we'll put the snow fence up.
Let's do it.
You already ready already? Okay, so you can see Joey. Here is Joey standing in front of the garage door. Now the garage door is running east and west. Most of the driveway is running east and west. So where is the snow fence going to go? It's going to cover this north-south part. Walk over there. So the snow fence goes right there where Joey's standing, north and south. That's how we're going to put it in. Because right behind Joey is where all the wind comes from. So the bale stoop will get moved. Here's how we start to put it in, okay? So this way is north.
Okay.
True north is right that way. The true north, strong and free.
True north.
True north. Then we're going to put in the first T-post. So we got our T-posts.
For everyone that doesn't know, T-posts, you see these all the time. Super easy to go in. They're everywhere.
Why is it called a T-post?
I don't know.
What letter do you see?
That does look like a letter T.
It's T-post. Okay, and it faces that way, and it leans a little bit to the west when we put it in.
Okay.
Why is that?
Because the wind's blowing that way.
The wind's going to blow it the other
back
way.
the other way.
Yep. So just a little bit, not much. You're going to hold it. I'm going to persuade it.
Gently ask it to go into the ground. Always best to wait till the permafrost sets in, so this is nice and frozen solid. Makes it. Oh wait, no, you should get it in before it frosts up.
Yes, we don't want it to be in here. Little, not a lot. There we go, right there. So when I was pounding these in for my garden by myself, because someone was not available, you know,
And you can tell how far to put these in. You put it into that little.
the flange on the bottom is what holds it up and down. So that has to be in the ground. And that should do it.
For me, I am a fat old man, so it works out good.
Whatever. So somebody got all gung-ho and carried all these panels over here while I was getting a new drill bit. Okay, the back side of this one to there, the front side of this one in that sleeve. Perfect. That's where it's got to go. Yep, that's it.
Didn't realize it at the time, but they're interlocking when you do it there, like a tongue and groove almost.
Oh, I didn't explain that to start with, which I really should have done. Yeah, I wanted them to lock together, and there's a reason for that. I got to flip this around, let it go. And the reason is the very first time I put up the snow fences, I was thinking, oh yeah, that'll hold, right? And that didn't hold. Actually, it didn't even come close to holding. The wind coming out of the west, it's just, it can kick up so heavily that it's just brutal. Those first fences, they just got trashed.
Yeah.
And it didn't take long for them to get trashed either. Like, it was within the first 2 weeks that I had them up.
Oh, wow.
I had put them together with brads. I didn't sandwich them. Okay, like these are sandwiched on both sides.
Yep.
And I used spruce instead of pine, which to a lot of people there's no difference, but there is a significant difference. And the spruce just came apart too. So anything that was too thin or had a knot, the wind had hit it and it just knocked it apart, tear it apart.
Splinter it.
So it really didn't work as well as I was hoping it would work. And so now, having done it once, I do it pretty solid now. So you should have your 2 holes there that I just drilled.
Yep.
Okay. Come this way a little more. Right there.
That one's lined up.
That got it? And then put the big screws through. Take that with one hand. There you go. And I'll hold this. Put it in forward, Mr. Left-handed. Stop. Now, see how solid that is?
That's not coming apart.
Yeah. And it pitches a little bit to the west. So looking down it, if you stand down here and look down it.
But only by like a degree or two.
Yeah.
Almost not, yeah.
It just pitches a little bit to the west, which is what we want.
Just enough. Yep.
Sometimes I don't think to tell you why I'm doing something, but I'm doing it. I am doing it for a reason. I just don't tell you. And like Merle said, okay, I know there's a plan and I know the plan works, but the whole plan is in your head and I can't see in there. Well, sometimes I don't think to say this is why we're doing this, so that they'll interlock with the T-posts.
Yep.
This is trust right here. Putting your hands down there while somebody's swinging a hammer. Great to do that at high speed, you know, like the Skippy video, so it looks like it pounds down there like a jackhammer. You know.
No, what you do is you just cut it out. 1, 2, and then it's in there on the third one.
Look at that, it's John Henry. Perfect. Perfect. I move these T-posts around, right? So they spend the summer in my garden. And and they spend the winter holding the snow fence.
So what you can take from this, viewers, is that a properly made snow fence can also be a deer deterrent.
Except it's not.
It's not.
Those cloven-hoofed little vermin, they leap right over this.
This will not stop rabbit.
And, you know, what's funny about that is it's not like there's nothing else for them to eat.
Well, you fence it off, you make it something good. Frostman having the plan in his head, he knew to cut exactly 6 of these pieces wedges because we have 4 panels, 3 different intersections, 2, 4, 6.
So what do you think so far?
I think this is going to keep the snow out.
Well, that's the plan. It's got to be like, with my darling honey wabbit, this has got to be somewhat decorative, right?
Correct.
So I put cedar boughs across the top of it last year and some lights, and
Yep.
it really looked nice.
Plenty of room. You could string up Christmas
Wait a
lights
minute.
here.
You saw it last year,
I
didn't
did
you?
indeed,
What did
yep.
you think?
I was wondering how you got it like that. Now I know.
Oh, no, you know.
It looks super expensive from Home Depot. But
Well, okay. Nothing that I do is going to be that expensive. I'm going to
Correct.
figure out a way to keep it cheap.
But
This is the problem with dealing with people that grew up with nothing. Okay, having grown up having to be resourceful
yes.
was tremendously beneficial to me.
And we hit that on one of the beginning parts of this channel, is that, hey man, you could go out and just pay someone to do this.
Right.
That's
I want
not-
to turn it around. I want this part on the inside.
That's not what we're about. Someone say chainsaw?
And that's what it's going to have to be. So in the meantime, you can get that up off the ground about 2 inches, and I'll go grab the chainsaw.
And for this brief interlude,
I'm sure everyone was extremely entertained.
often hear in life, the right tool for the right job. It's been my experience working with Frostman. The chainsaw is always the right tool.
Absolutely. You can never go wrong with the chainsaw.
I mean, makes it a little harder to screw in a Phillips, but it can be done.
Well, I can't ever tell anybody on the channel how to do this. Okay? And the reason why I can't tell anybody how to do what I'm about to tell you that I can do with a chainsaw is nobody ever should.
Correct.
Okay? Like, ever. This should never be done. Only in an area of serious desperation should you ever light a fire with a chainsaw. But it can be done.
Can be done. The amount of things that can be done and should be done, we're here to push that limit.
Okay, so we got to make sure that that flange goes right through on the bottom of the fence there.
Or not to where that all of these would come right to the white.
Well, that's kind of the goal, you know. And remember the whole cosmetic thing? It's got to be
Sure.
aesthetically pleasing. So
Garden, you're basically taking out these just connector pieces, pull these rails or T.
it's unreal, you know. I'm swinging an 8-pound sledgehammer and I'm huffing and puffing when I'm done, hardly doing anything. You know, you ever wish you had your adult brain in your youth body?
Yes.
Can you imagine what I could have accomplished if I'd have had the wisdom and knowledge that I have now?
I understand youth is wasted on the young. All that energy.
Papa used to say that all the time. Papa Wally. Youth is so wasted on the young.
I went home the other day, took off the sweatshirt, you know, changing for work.
Uh-huh.
pocket full of screws. Had to take them out. Don't want those to go washing. I do have 10 or 12 screws.
That's funny. Right beside the laundry room, right in the where I go through to go out, there's always a pile of screws or a screwdriver or something that has to go to the shop that I forgot that's in my pocket. Always.
Now, one on the end too to just keep it.
Oh, absolutely, yes. Because it has to be. What will happen is the wind will blow the ends, which we don't want to have happen. But it's leaning backwards a little bit, which I don't want. There we go. That's better. Looks okay though, eh?
Oh yeah.
So we might have had to put 6 of them in there, but I think it's pretty solid in the middle as it is. Is this one taller? No, it's not. It's not. I see what I was looking at there, and what I was doing was comparing the wrong side. I see what I was looking at there, and what I was doing was comparing the wrong side. Amazing to me. I'm watching this, right, and I'm thinking of a lot of the things that my dad said were going to happen to me as I got older, right? Because it was my dad. Actually, when I worked on the railroad, it was my dad who told me about make the hammer handle parallel when you hit.
Yep.
Right? That was my dad that said that. And my dad drove many a railroad spike. Probably more than I ever did. We had machines. They had arms. That'll do. The more you try to prove them wrong, the more you're going to prove them right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? That's item number 1. Item number 2 is all those things that I thought my dad doesn't know what he's talking about. My dad not only knew what he was talking about, he knew his son very well. So, like, he used to tell me, there's going to come a time in your life, son, when you're not going to need to sleep. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me, Dad. How is that even possible? How could I have a time in my life where I'm not going to be able to sleep? I can't sleep now.
6 hours, 7 hours.
6 hours, 7 hours is the max.
Oh, yeah.
That's unreal to me.
Right.
Here's another thing that he told me I was going to have a hard time with. He said, you're going to get to a point in your life where you're going to have a hard time doing nothing.
Yes.
I cannot believe how hard a time I have doing nothing. When I had surgery on my foot and I had to sit with it up in the air.
That was like punishment for you.
It was.
Yeah. So all you can do is build the list of things you should be doing.
I'm sitting there and I have all this time off and I'm looking through the glass doors at the yard and seeing all the things I should be doing while I'm sitting here not doing anything.
Correct.
Right? It's amazing to me how much my dad was right. And how much those things that he said were going to happen have proved out to be the case.
Yes.
Right? So I can't tell you how many times I open my mouth and my dad comes out. Isn't that funny?
That's the best compliment I can get is when people tell me. That reminds me of something Fritz used to say.
Yep. What do you think?
Well, I think good fences make bad neighbors. No, wait. Good fences keep the snow out.
Good fences make... How does that adage go? Good fences make good neighbors?
No, I think it's good fences make bad neighbors if you keep your neighbor out.
I don't think so. I think it's about, making sure that your neighbor knows what your boundaries are.
I like
or beneficial.
Setting boundaries.
Isn't that what it is?
No, I think this is going to work. What it's going to do.
Kind of feel like Tim the Toolman Taylor. Idly ho, good neighbor.
Howdy, Wilson.
We got our snow fence up.
Yep.
This is where it goes. This is why it goes there.
Yep. The only thing we
north and south
to do is to decorate it with the holiday lights.
Oh, it's going to get all the holiday decorations. Trust me, I won't be able to leave it here just looking like a fence. However,
it is a mighty fine looking, very sturdy fence that will keep.
And I've wanted to. This is a project that I've wanted to complete for the last 2 years. So this is a really good sense of accomplishment with this thing because this is something I really wanted to get done and wanted to get it built this sturdy. So I'm really happy with this. And all your help, Joey. It makes it go so much better, and it's so much more enjoyable to do projects together.
It's not so much about the fence; it's getting out there and doing it and having fun. And like I said, we always say you could have paid someone to come out here and do that. We could have strung the plastic string in 10 minutes. we turned a log into this.
But I'll tell you what, anybody can do this.
Anyone.
Yep.
Yep.
If you, okay, and I was thinking of Rome, our buddy Rome,
Yep.
because his driveway runs north and south, so he could put a snow fence on the west side.
Yep.
And he could just do it with pallets. It's
Yes.
really not that difficult. So a few T-posts, pound them in through the pallets, and you have a snow fence. It's
Yep.
that simple.
And if Rome doesn't do it himself, we might just give him a little obstacle course to get out. We might do the north side too.
It's probably, wouldn't that be fun?
It'd be fun for us.
Can you imagine him coming down there and putting his keys in his truck and be like, oh man, what did those guys do? That would be funny. Well, we wouldn't do that to you.
Yeah, maybe.
Much. Okay, so it's Joey's favorite part of the job.
Cleanup time. We
Cleanup
put
time.
all the tools away, make sure that it's all, no one's going to run into anything later. And most importantly, that we can find our drills next time we need them.
Exactly.
All right.
Nice project.
Sounds good.
Very happy with this. Thank you. So now that everybody has hung around long enough,
We had a special surprise you were going to announce today. Where wasn't that?
we did some work with our manufacturer, and we have very exciting news. We have a promo code that you can use. It's a one-time use code only to purchase our merchandise. So when you go onto the channel, you can see the website, the Frostland Survivor Man Shopify website. You can go on that website, and if you enter the promo code 25, the number 25 off. 25 off is your promo code. If you enter that, you get 25% off your purchase. So especially for Amber and Bart, I know they wanted to get some stuff. I did this with you in mind. Joey and I did some work to make this happen, because we really want you to have the stuff, and it doesn't matter so much if we.
And it's cool looking stuff. You
That's
know,
cool. Yeah.
you want to get it out there.
Well, the phrases that I use all the time are things that just came to my mind. You know, you just got to embrace your inner Wolverine, and it's time to get it done.
This morning I was a log.
This was a log this morning. So 25% off, one-time use code, and it will be up until December 25th. Once Christmas Day hits, the code comes down. So you have time to buy our merchandise up until then, and we're going to add some new stuff. We're working on getting, Joe wants a toque. That's a Canadian word for skull cap. Joe wants a Frostland Survivor Man toque. We're working on that. And also, because we do so much work in the kitchen, it was suggested to us that we should get chef jackets with the logo on them.
Okay.
And make that available as well. So there you have it. Thanks for watching.
Promo code till Christmas, and who knows, there might be a Boxing Day promo code too. We'll see.
All right.
Till then, hope your gloves are dirty and your boots are dry.